Hey guys, it's Matthias, and today we are entering Haywood Valley, one of the most dangerous PvP zones in Miscreated. As clearly seen up above us, no prisoners are taken. Just a sign to basically stay away. But we don't stay away, guys. We go head on. You can see the gas station on our right and the path that we're taking. And what we are going to be doing today is showing you the major locations in Haywood Valley. The path that I'm taking now has got loot now and then, especially on the tables up here. But looks like it's been looted. So, yes, when you enter the town from this side, to your left will be the hotel. I'm not going to show you guys the whole hotel. It's got a bunch of rooms, very closed off environment, so it's quite dangerous going in there. But it hasn't got major loot. But this Blue Scaffolding over here is one of the primary locations. And you'll see now that it's also very, very close to the new underground system, the new sewer system. As you can see, if you had nothing on you, you would have a DD-MK18 now with rounds. Guys, I'm going to do a lot of inventory shuffling in this episode. I apologize for that, but because I want to show you guys a bunch of features, I can't get rid of it. But yes, just know that organizing your inventory is very important, especially when looting. You do not want to sort out your inventory while you're in the open or in a high loot area. Chances of you dying will be very high. Now what you will see is that behind this blue scaffolding, I'm at the front, where to the one side is the hotel, and if you go further down you get the police station. And of course, halfway to the police station to your right, you will find the aircraft crash. And those are basically your three primary locations in Hayward Valley. It's the Blue Scaffolding, the hotel, the aircraft crash site, and of course the police station. But if you're looking for a lot of loot in a small area, then we're talking about the Blue Scaffolding and the police station. The hotel and the aircraft crash site has got nice loot. I'd say the aircraft crash site has got your bigger loot, but because it is closed off, I think the aircraft site will be a great place for combat. I don't really like the hotel because, fighting in corridors is not my style, and especially when you're running alone, you don't want to be blocked off by a bunch of players. But the main reason is the loot. I haven't really found any major loot. If you want to use the hotel as a major loot location, then what you must do is get the parts for the generator. And that will be standard parts, like everything you put inside of a car. And then start up the generator so that you can take the lift up. And at the top floor, which you can only access to the lift, you can get some cool loot there. And in one of my later videos, when I show you guys all the new weapons, I will probably be going in there and I'll just show you what it looks like. But I'll make it part of all the new weapons in Miscreated video. I'll also be making a video of all the traps. Basically what you saw in the beginning is how the next episode ends. So yes, if you don't see me killing someone, just know that you're gonna have to watch the next episode to see what's happening there. But in any case, yeah, I'll be showing you all the traps. I struggled my butt off to find the frag grenade, but luckily my son gave me one, so I'll be showing you every single trap and what damage it does. But basically it will end up in death, guys. I've been thrown by a pipe bomb as well as a frag grenade, and I think the frag grenade's radius is much wider. But yeah, that thing is a beast. And walking over the trap, I don't think there's any way you're going to survive unless you run. Even if you run, I think you're still going to get killed. But crawling over that trap or walking over that trap, it's a definite death. But yes, at the moment we're in the new underground sewer system. Must say the frame drop isn't bad at all. And yeah, it's quite an eerie place. There is a secret location in the sewers, and I'll basically show you how to get there, but I'm not going to go in there for you. I want you guys to come down here and explore on your own a bit. Yes, love the sounds. Only thing that's bothering me about the sewer system at the moment is that the mutants above you can detect you and try and follow you above. And that's point one, irritating, and point two is if someone sees a mutant running around for no reason, then they know the game well enough, then they basically know you're underneath in the sewers. And then they can basically just cover the exits, and get a cheap kill like that. The sewers remind me a lot about the other large areas, like the military base. There's a lot of ground to cover, and you might find great loot, but it is very far spread apart. And yes, it's a nice experience coming in, yeah? But still, quite a risk. The only reason I'd use the sewers is when I start to learn the exact paths it takes, and I'll basically use it to get to certain areas quickly if there's a lot of action above me. But for loot purposes, no. This is basically a death zone with PvP. And if there's a lot of fights happening in town, then this is a nice way to get to where you want to be without hitting action. Now guys, you see this? I'm going to go under the water. There's no hole there. But if you want to find the secret area, you're going to have to swim underwater through a place like that. So if you hit another dead end, go to all the dead ends and swim underwater, and you'll find a secret location. Missed a bottle there below me, but not the end of the world. But I like the ambience, guys. And well done to the developers for the sewer system. And basically what I did is I skipped the hotel and the air crash site, and I came directly to the police station. And now I'm going to show you a great route. Behind me is the scaffolding that you get in front of this police station. But running to the left of the police station is the best. Just ignore the mutants now. I'm not going to do anything there. But basically, you can stand against these walls and check everything that's going on inside the police station. Okay? So someone can try and take a shot from the scaffolding or the police station's roof, but it's going to be very difficult. And here's a nice ramp for you to get into the basically the left side parking area. And right here, and there's bushes to my right, that's where a little camper is going to kill us later on. And yes, basically what I'll be showing you now is the fastest way. If you go into the back door, you're going to go straight through, right through this office, and then you're going to go right and left, and then right through. Here's the armory. And the armory is basically your best place for great loot. So if you want to know the easiest way to the armory, just go back with the video and take it step by step. That is the quickest way into the armory, guys, and one of the safest ways into the armory. So yes, major loot here, and basically this is where the revenge is going to take place as well. And I got a small megalite, so I'm going to use it to make another flashlight for my 8015. Guys, the important thing about the police station is that the bottom floor and the second floor is very loot happy. But basically I'm going to show you the great loot locations here, and just look at the paths I take, because this is the quickest way to get to the major loot. Okay, we're going out of the armory, going upstairs immediately, because the armory has the best loot on the first floor. This room on the shelving has got the best, and then you'll see here in this room as well, you get great loot as well. And normally you get a great gun, but there's a tactical vest now at the moment. And this is going to be quite cute. I'm going to put the police t-shirt below the police tactical vest. And yeah, it's not a bad look. Sorry about the dogs, guys. I can't do anything about the background noise. So yeah, going through here, you're looking at all these tables has got loot on it normally. Okay, it depends at what time you're going through here and how the random spawns work, but in the shelves you get ammunition, on the tables you get guns. So look at every single table and look at every single shelf, because that's your major locations for guns and ammunition. And of course these mutants are extremely irritating, but can't do anything about them. And yes, like I said, just keep looking everywhere. And try and memorize the route that I take, guys, because this will save you a lot of time. Again, getting a knife there, but not interested. All the tables and all the shelves. You can see that these are deep shelves, guys, so just remember, perfect places for ammunition. Perfect places for ammunition. Always remember to put your game sound to full volume, because you want to hear steps. That is basically your best way to survive. Okay, we can hear the mutants permanently, but any kind of irregular steps we're going to notice. Okay, So knowing where the sounds are coming from is your biggest way to survive. You can see ammunition and grenades. Yeah, what? Let's put it on, man. Come on. Yeah, let's go for it. There we go. Like I said, ammunition. And guys, my audio is going to go a bit out of sync now, so don't worry about that. One thing I've noticed is the police station and the scaffolding is basically weapon orientated, and the army base or the military airfield is basically food and guns. And I've noticed that the aircraft crash site is full of food and guns. Okay, so, and of course the hotel has got food at the bottom, not really food at the top, but if you want a mixture of the two, then you're basically going to be looking at the airfield and the hotel, which will be giving you food to stay alive and maybe a gun or two. But if you want to go straight for the big guns, then houses, roofs, police station, scaffolding, military airfield. That's going to be your primary locations. You can hear the audio is going out of sync a bit now, but we're going to skip this data. And guys, this is a secret area on the police station's roof. Now, there used to be cool guns in this area. The problem is that I haven't found a great gun in a very, very long time. Normally right here in front of me, they put a great gun. And they basically put a gun there as well, but it doesn't spawn very regularly here. The problem with this loot location is that if you fall down here, you're dead. Okay, it doesn't matter what you've got on you. So if you make one small mistake there, you're dead. So if you want to take the risk, that's fine. Now basically, if you're in front of the police station and you go all the way left until you hit the dead end and you go down the road, you'll hit this parking entrance and this is the underground parking area that's new to the game. Again, a very, very dark area and a lot of space. I think it will make an awesome PvP area. So yes, I'd love to have a clan versus clan battle here. It's almost like a nice paintball scenario, but only in real life. So yes, great battle scenes that we'll be able to do in here. Guys, if you can prevent this, please do. Mutants aren't an imminent threat unless there's a lot of them. But what they are is a disadvantage to you. Because first of all, they give away your location. And then second of all, you're focusing on them, the sounds they are making. So they are buffering any other sounds of players running after you and trying to target you. So if you can crawl, do so, okay? Do whatever you can to not let them notice you. Because of the video and me just trying to find new items, I'm not really focusing on that, but you need to focus on that because it's imminent for your survival. And there has been a lot of times where I've heard a mutant, I've seen the player running away from the mutant, and then I basically just, creep up on him, and he's dead before he knows what hit him. Especially if you're a Bambi, because then you don't have a helmet or anything on, so one headshot from me and you're dead. So yes, please focus on that. As you can see, a lot of work's been put into this parking area. It's very apocalyptic, which I love. And they're going to add to that as well, guys. I'm looking forward to the next update. I think it's update 51. They're going to make the Buckies look even worse. More post-apocalyptic with rust and stuff like that. These guys are just working on this game non-stop, guys. And that's why I love this game. And that's why I'm focusing on this game. And I'm glad you guys are supporting me, because this game, when it's done, which will be, it will come to an end. You cannot compare Daisy to this game. I'm telling you, you cannot compare Daisy to this game. Daisy is very technical with, limbs being hurt and stuff like that. But graphically, immersion, intensity, and the feeling you get as a new player, especially at night. The ambient sounds of this game, the graphics, and the way it pulls you in, and the imminent threat of dying and not wanting to lose all your shit is unparalleled to any game I've seen. And everyone can have a heck of a lot of fun with this. If you only want to survive, you can do that. You can go live in the forest. Basically have as little contact with the outside world as possible. If you want a PvP, get a gun and come to Hayward Valley, dude. You're going to get PvP action permanently. I'm using a lot of stealth tactics to survive, but at the end of the video I do slip up. I'm now at the airfield, as I showed you, the aircraft crash site. And like I said, guys, you do get big loot here. The problem is that it's very fast split apart. I also got, you guys can see I've got a rugged backpack. I also got a duffel bag in here. But yeah, it was just lying on the ground, guys. No secret locations, lying on the ground. What I basically want to show you is when you're at the top, on the roof is a extreme sniping location, or the best sniping location in the game. And then the big thing is when you're on the aircraft, you can get into the aircraft from the floor below me, but which is probably a bit safer. But what I normally do is I just slide down here. Thinking about it now, I think the bottom floor would probably be a bit safer, because if ever I have been shot by a camper on the bottom floor looking at me sliding into the aircraft. But there's always stuff here. At the back of the plane, I've found 2 major guns, like there's a crossbow, but you do get 2 primary weapons here, quite a lot, or a secondary and a primary. So this is a great location for loot, the back of the aircraft. Now guys, we're done with the episode. I told myself if I survive Hayward Valley and all the locations I've been to, I'll get drunk and pass out. Now as you can see, I've made all the cocktails. Okay, if you want to make cocktails, go to crafting, consumables, and then get the ingredients for all the cocktails. I made all 4 cocktails, and I still had another gin bottle there. And because you've got this the fact that you can pass out and stuff like that, you do get dizzy, from getting hit by a rock. I've been thrown by mutants with rocks, and they would have let me pass out instead of killing me. But you'll see now, as I start drinking the cocktails, gin and tonic, red eye, and all that stuff. And of course, an extra gin mini bottle. I told myself I'm gonna eat some meat and drink if I survive, and I have survived my day of going right through Hayward Valley. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna survive my second day. Guys, this is my penultimate episode because in my next episode I do die. And what basically happened is I went directly to the police station to see if there's anyone there. And I went my usual route, but I got very comfortable. As I went left around the police station, there was a player hiding in the bush. And I basically saw him too late. When I started opening on him, he was already focused on my head. So he took me out. But in the next video, guys, I'm going to show you how quickly you can get into action if you want action. Okay? These episodes are more informative than anything else. Giving you everything you need to know about the game. But if you want immediate action, I will show you that the person kills me at the police station. And luckily I spawn in Brightmoor. And from Brightmoor you can run directly over the bridge and head directly to Haywood. Now I wasn't in time to loot my body. My body despawned. As you will see in my next video, I search around a bit on the left side of the police station. But I don't find my body, but I do get revenge, guys. And basically from Brightmoor to Haywood it took me about 10 minutes. And luckily he was still there. As you can see, I'm drinking now, and my zzz is going up. Basically, my tranquility or whatever, the fact that I'm going to pass out, and I used everything, and I only got to 73%. I would have loved to pass out here, guys, but yeah, I'll do that in another episode. Just passing out because of alcohol. As you can see, I can really handle it, but yeah, it's quite fun. Drinking something and still getting the same effect. And like I tell you guys, I got attacked by a bunch of mutants, but the rocks that they threw me with pushed that up, and I would have passed out before I would have died. So that's also very dangerous. Don't let too many mutants throw you with rocks. But guys, yes, this is my penultimate episode. The next one is my final episode. I hope you enjoyed the whole series, guys, and I'm not going to do any commentary on my last episode, but yeah, I hope you guys watch it. I think it will be fun. Just a bunch of music I threw in there, and my next episodes will be very specialized. It will be short episodes. Because I'm from South Africa, it takes me too long to upload 20 or 30-minute videos, so I'm gonna make it more compact and more information crammed into one little space. Have fun, guys.